years from 1975, 3 years, 10 months, whatever it was. It's not amazing to me that 1.5 or 2 million people died. It's just amazing to me that 6 million or more lived.
And what survivors they are. Treng was a village southwest of Battambang. Because it's just 40 kilometres from the Khmer Rouge capital Pailin, it's seen some tough fighting. This Buddhist temple is all that remains of the village proper. Where once there were houses, now there are tanks and a UN military outpost. So what happened to Treng's inhabitants? They moved up the road out of artillery range. But these displaced people built their temporary village of some 30,000 people on the edge of a minefield. Believe it or not, 100 families returning from the border have moved here to be with relatives.
There's a village out in Ratnak Mandal where, as you know, it's practically a minefield. The whole district out there, one part of that district, one person in 40 is an amputee from mine injuries. A new little village has gathered together just onto the edge of a minefield. The people there are, some of them are returnees, some of them are locally, internally displaced by the fighting around Pailin. Some of them have never left that area. They have a leader, a village leader who's about 31, 32 years old, respected by everybody. He will personally ensure that the little plot of land of each person in his village is safe. For the women who have no husband, he'll clear landmines by hand. As you talk to him, he's always listening for an explosion. 3 or 4 times a day there is an explosion. He will follow and see if it's somebody from his village in trouble. More often it may be an animal out there. I believe that men like that will recreate trust in the structure of village leader.
Ni tam kol bomnongរបស់ប្រជាជននៅក្នុងភូមិក៏ដូចជាក្នុងឃុំត្រែងទាំងមូលរបស់ខ្ញុំបានគឺថាចិត្តនិងគំនិតពោពេញទៅចង់ទៅកន្លែងលំនៅឋានខាងដើមវិញពីព្រោះលើបញ្ហានេះដោយលោកដឹងស្រាប់ហើយថាការរស់នៅរបស់ខ្ញុំបាទនៅទីនេះគឺគ្មានសង្ឃឹមអ្វីគ្មានអ្វីបង្កបង្កើនផលគ្មានអ្វីធ្វើឲ្យជីវភាពរបស់ប្រជាជនរបស់ខ្ញុំបាទហ្នឹងបានធូរធារនៅឡើយទេវាតឹងតែងណាស់បាទហើយនៅខាងនេះទៀតសោតក៏ខ្ញុំសូមជម្រាបលោកដែរថាពេលដែលខ្ញុំនៅទីនេះនេះគឺថាចេញពីដីថា1គីឡូពីមូលដ្ឋានរស់នៅគឺសុទ្ធសឹងតែមានអញ្ចឹងហើយគឺថាចិត្តគំនិតបងប្អូនដែលជាកសិករនោះចិត្តខិតខំចង់ទៅរស់នៅកន្លែងស្រុកកំណើតវិញដើម្បីបង្កបង្កើនផលស្ដារជីវភាពគ្រួសារឡើងវិញ
I know that the world has technology and that money could have been budgeted, more money could have been budgeted to resolve this problem and will have to be sooner or later. This country is left with a huge legacy of danger that will go on for many generations. So I would put that high on the priority list of what I would like to see the international community doing.
So close, but it could be years before these people can go home. What about those who didn't want to or had no home to go to? 2 years ago in Site 2, it was made perfectly clear that people had no choice but to accept voluntary repatriation.
I think they have no option. We had a meeting also right here with the United Nations representatives. When faced with the question of is this voluntary repatriation, what if we choose not to go back, he had to say you have no choice. When we refuse any longer to treat you as displaced people, you have no option but to go back. The situation that you fled from has changed, therefore you go back to your country. And it may be, well, I think it will be forced repatriation, or people will stay on as illegal aliens whom Thailand is not prepared to protect.
Between Talika's house and Battambang is a camp which held the remnants of the refuseniks, the Cambodians who didn't want to return. In Khao Dang camp on the Thai border, there were some 800 refuseniks. When it closed, they were moved to Site 2, and then, in a disgraceful act, they were repatriated by force.
ពួក UN ដល់ពេលយកមកដល់ជំរុំខ្សែធូរហ្នឹងបានដល់ថ្ងៃទី26បង្អត់ទឹកបង្អត់បាយបង្អត់អីពួកខ្ញុំទាំងអស់បង្អត់ពួកខ្ញុំហើយទៅបានទៅហើយទៅឲ្យចាប់ឲ្យតាហ៊ានថៃមកប្រមូលចាប់ពួកខ្ញុំថាពួកខ្ញុំមិនស្ម័គ្រចិត្តចាប់ពួកខ្ញុំយកទៅដាក់គុកទៀតហើយប្រាប់ថាពួកខ្ញុំហ្នឹងមិនព្រមស្ម័គ្រចិត្តមិនព្រមថាពួកខ្ញុំហ្នឹងខុសច្បាប់ថាពួកខ្ញុំខុសច្បាប់តែមកនឹងអត់ស្របច្បាប់
According to these refuseniks, the Thai army surrounded the camp and the United Nations washed their hands of the problem. The Thai soldiers helped themselves to the refugees' belongings and then used the only method of persuasion they know.
ពួកខ្ញុំតាហ៊ានឡើង 3-4 ឈុតគេចាប់ពួកខ្ញុំបោះលើឡានចាប់ពួកខ្ញុំបែកដៃបែកជើងបោះកន្លែងនេះចាប់ច្រាំធាក់ឡើងគ្នាមិនតិច
2 days after we filmed here, this camp too was scheduled to close. One more disappointment for those left alone.
ព្រោះអីខ្ញុំទៅជាង20ឆ្នាំហើយខ្ញុំបែកបងប្អូនទៅជាង20ឆ្នាំបងប្អូនខ្ញុំងាប់បដិវត្តអស់លេងអត់មានសល់ទេហើយខ្ញុំចូលខៅដានហ្នឹងចូលទៅហ្នឹងអត់មាននៅអ្នកណានៅតែខ្ញុំម្នាក់នឹងឯងដល់ហើយទៅខ្ញុំគាត់ថាខ្ញុំមិនតាន់សម្រេចចិត្តទេព្រោះខ្ញុំរកបងប្អូនអត់ឃើញស្អីក៏អត់ឲ្យតែពួកខ្ញុំចាញ់ទៅដល់កន្លែងណាអត់មានសន្តិសុខទេខ្ញុំដឹងហើយមានអ្នកខ្លះគេគ្នាព្រោះវាជាប់ប្រវត្តិរូបនៅខាងហ្នឹងដែរមកគ្នាមិនទៅហ៊ាននេះដែរហើយខ្ញុំចង់ដឹង UNHCR នេះគិតសិទ្ធិមនុស្សត្រង់ណាមកបើធ្វើបាបអញ្ចឹង
So despite the billions of dollars spent on the election, there is still much to do and many wounds to heal.
We're working in what we believe are the poorest villages in each one of the 7 districts of Battambang province. So the people we're with are at the most basic level. Will we have enough rice to eat tomorrow? If we get a little money today, we spend it on the food for tonight. Is there a way of getting a little money tomorrow to spend it on the food for tomorrow? They're walking maybe 3 or 4 or 5 kilometres for buckets of water to drink. So it's basic food, drink, a little bit of shelter. Even on the macro scale, whatever happens with war in the country, unless it's war in their village, things could hardly be more grim. You know, we're talking about a country where out of every 10 pregnancies, one ends in the death of the mother. And every 5 children born alive, 2 will die before they're at the age of 5. So at the basic village level where we work, this probably will not make a huge difference, not for many years to come.
Cambodia is a broken country of people exhausted by decades of war. Holding elections and fixing the political structure is just the first step on a long and tiring road.